I bought a new board. Stop judging me!
Now, this is a story all about how my life got flipped turned upside down. But in order to tell you that story, we got to go back 3 weeks to when I waxed up my old sleepwalker for the first time in over a year. You see, waxing up my old sleepwalker and taking it back into action again was probably the best thing that could happen for my surfing at this moment in time. Because what it made me realize is that sometimes having the right equipment for the right waves is a very, very important part of surfing. And, being a longboarder, there's a difference in longboards and how they perform. Now, I want to read you a quick interview with Nose Ride magazine interviewing Steve Walden. Nose Rider is asking, what is most important in learning to nose ride better? Steve Walden's answer was, when you're talking about how to nose ride best, to me, better equipment is the most important part. I've always been surfing against guys that are better, so equipment is key. Second is knowledge and practice. So this interview with Walden confirmed the exact feelings that I had when I took my sleepwalker back in the water for the first time in a year. The feeling that the sleepwalker gave me was stability, but also agility and sort of responsiveness. And I've been surfing for a year on mostly my homemade log, and a beautiful ride. Something rewarding about surfing your own board, and I'll tell you about it in a minute. But being able to try different boards and different setups for different conditions was something that really opened my mind to what potential I could get out of waves by changing boards for the right conditions. So here I am riding my 9/8 homemade log, and this board is a really heavy board. It's very heavy, and the thing with the heavy board is that it's difficult to paddle waves up. So this is a perfect board when the waves are rolling in nice and slow, and once the board's up and you're on the wave, it just keeps on going. It's a log, right? And it does have a certain amount of performance in it, but it is a very big, heavy board. So I mean, the right conditions for this one is a slow wave that is not huge. It's just maybe hip high or chest high at max, but just kind of like small waves, and just being able to have some fun turning it around and carving it and having some fun with this board. But by all means, to the conditions that we're surfing in Denmark, they're not very slow waves. They're coming directly in most of the time, just wind-blown waves that are fast and a little bit steeper. So here I am riding my Coco Mat. This was the first board I got 5 years ago, and it's a 9/6 performance longboard. It's very lightweight, so it's a lot lighter for me to catch waves, so I'm able to paddle them up a little bit faster than my homemade log. And it doesn't really have a lot of stability in it, so it's very responsive, but not a lot of stability in it. So it's not a great nose rider, and but it's a lot of fun either way, just for the conditions here, the messy conditions that are kind of typical to the Danish coastline where I'm surfing. So here's my quiver with the Coco Mat lightweight 9/6, and then we have the Sleepwalker, the green one here. Then we have a homemade log, heavy, but very stable board. And now with the new addition to my quiver, the Walden, and I'm really looking forward to really giving this one a good run and seeing how it kind of fits in, and fits all the gaps in between the other three boards. And you know what though? The thing about surfing is that it's like any other sport. You cannot compromise equipment. You have to have the right board for the right wave. And I know a lot of the old school surfers, they just love using the same board in the same different conditions, and I get that, total respect. But you know what though? It can't be that it's my fault that I'm not getting to the nose often enough. It has to be my equipment. So I have to, go back and say, this is it. I need a new board. And this is the story I'm sticking to. The Walden's going to be my help, my assistance to get to the nose, and I don't care what you guys think. Stop judging me. All right.
But the bottom line is, it doesn't really matter whether this board helps me or not.
It's going to be a great board no matter what. It's just a matter of me getting out there and practicing and having some fun in it. And to be honest, one of the hardest hurdles to overcome was waxing it up because it just looks so pretty. Just sitting there, I thought this would be a beautiful ornament to hang on the wall. But to be honest, I'm just not that guy. When I get a new toy, I gotta go out and play. And that's what playing's all about. Powerful learning about yourself. Play. So that's what I'm gonna be doing with this new board. Getting out there playing, getting used to it, and hopefully catching some great waves and getting out to the nose. And that's what my whole mission is with this longboarding. Having some fun, playing, and learning new skills. And yeah, that's what it's all about. So wish me luck with the new board. And be sure to leave a comment in the comment section and let me know what kind of board your favorite board is for getting out to the nose, what your favorite log is. And yeah, thanks again for the stoke. Thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to leave a comment and we'll see you guys next time.